I want to show you how you can run a thought leader ad. In case you do not know, there is a kind of advertising that LinkedIn does called thought leader ad. And how that works is that as a company, you are able to promote your employees' post. So you can simply turn your employees' post into an ad. And this is really, really helpful if a company has an employee or employees with strong personal brand. And that means you can leverage on the authority of your employee to actually push your product or your service to the market. And it works simply that it's almost unable. So, for example, when you promote your company's employee post, what happens is that it appears as normal, but you see something beneath that says promoted by the name of your company. For example, you see here promoted by LinkedIn. So that's how it works. So I just want to show you how it works now. So first of all, you have to go through advertise, and if you are new to LinkedIn ads, you can follow through the process. But if you want me to do a tutorial on that, then I will. So let's assume you're there already. You've set up your campaign manager. What you need to do is go straight into campaign, create campaign. That's what you are actually going to do. On the create campaign section, you need to choose carefully what you want: brand awareness to reach more people, or website visit or conversions. It depends on what you actually want. And this you have to strategically think towards on which would actually be best for you. So don't just choose anyone. Know your objective. What do you want to advertise? That is very, very important. If you do not know, you can actually consult someone who is a digital strategist to help you choose the ideal. So, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to go through the first one, which is brand awareness. And going through brand awareness, we are going to go through the next step of creating every details. So you have what you call campaign group. So campaign group is simply a group where you can group in some collection of ads. So you could decide to run 5 different ads under one campaign, and you could then give the first of all the campaign a group name. So I would just say let's say test. So test, this is the objective, and you could decide to automatically, but that's not something of my focus right now. I just want to show you how the thought leader ads work. But the next thing is to set a date. So it depends on you what your budget is, but I would just say set a start and end date. And what is the lifetime value? I would say $10. And I want to start the ad from today to let's say to let's say to 16th. And the next thing to do is to tap on next. Remember, when you're running, just as terms, when you're running an ad, you need to ensure that you actually kind of have a budget. Very important. So the more your budget, the more the reach. So you see this error right here. It tells me that what total budget must be at least 100. And what does that mean? It's because I chose set a start and end date with a budget. So I'm going to choose set a start and end date. That's what I will just do first. So I'll set it back to where I initially wanted, which is to August. Okay. Let's say August 20th. That's a Tuesday. And I tap on next. So now you see campaign group not created. Okay. Now that's just an error that you have to just ignore. Now, what is the audience? So it depends on your target audience. So I could probably edit and say, okay, rather than Nigeria, I could say United States. So I have added that, and I could also decide to add another, just two. Then what next? What next? We have to go through, let's close here. I've added that English, it's okay. So who is your target audience? I think you have a target audience to actually determine. So you could decide to put an upload, whatever it is, or you could decide to use audience attribute. So audiences, it's you already have some set of characteristics you are looking for, but audience attributes, which I would just like to do first, is choosing through job experience, education, demographics. So if I go through job experience, you see that you are able to choose what job experience is. It job titles, job seniorities, functions. So let's say I'll go for job titles and I type operations. Now you see that you have several types here. So let's say I say director of operations, operations manager. In fact, LinkedIn also suggests, so I can also decide to still keep searching. Let's say operating. I'm trying to look for chief operating officer. So this is it. Now, as you can see, look at what I've added, three. So I have my target audience. This is it. And what next? I'm not going to exclude. I'm just going to leave it this way. And the next thing is to choose single image, video. So it depends on the post for your employee. Is it a single image? Is it a carousel image? Is it a video? So right now, this I'll be going to single image. And so here it's optional. You can decide to add tracking records for the purpose of ensuring how well it performs, especially when you're connecting it to places like Google Analytics or even to your website. So that's it here. Then we see right here we have what you call a daily budget. So what we need to do is to set a daily budget, and I would say a daily budget should be, let's say, $10. That's what I want to set. And setting $10, I would say start and end date. That's what I want to do. So I would probably start today and I will end on the 15th. That's what I'm going to do. Sorry, go back to August 15th and I'll end, let's say, on the 19th. So that's a 50. So what if I reduce that to 5? You see, budget needs to be at least 10. That's what it says. So LinkedIn has a minimum of $10. I just want to show you how it works. So because of this, I would say I just want to run the ad for 15 and 16. You understand? And now you see what is happening here. Optimization goal. What do you want to do? Reach or impressions? It depends on what you want. So deliver as many impressions as possible. Impressions for the video ad format do not, or optimize towards the number of unique member accounts that are shown your ads. Reach is actually better, but you have to know your strategy to know how you would want to alternate between reach and impressions. So that's what I can share to you. And this is it. So you can also decide to niche down further to say, okay, I want to choose a specific area. So, for example, I could decide to edit and I can say Colorado. So now what Colorado does is Colorado is in the United States, so it will try as much as possible to bring a location of Colorado where I can actually select through. Okay, so I would actually tap on next, but we see that there are a bit of errors here and it doesn't really matter. Let's keep going through. So now on the function, you can break down to industries, company size, let's say so it's here what it is telling you is okay, so we can actually go to next, but I just want to show you this area. You see forecasted result. It shows you who you are trying to reach to. So you see company sizes of where you want to reach and even years of experience. So with here, you can actually have a kind of a forecast of where you would want to have the number of persons you are reaching or the kind of people you are reaching. So after that, you just tap on next. Now it says your objective and ad format cannot be changed once you save. So once you save, you cannot change the ad format from image to carousel or to video. So you have to create another ad. But that's fine. You can always create another ad every time. Okay, so I've done that. Now the next thing it asks me for create an ad for your campaign. So this is what we then do. Existing content. That's what we do. For existing content, we have direct sponsored, we have company page, we have LinkedIn members. So for LinkedIn members, I will just have to search by name. I think I am the one here. Yes, this is it. Now, it is simple what you have to do. So you just need to choose a post, a post. So I would just want to choose this post. So requesting for approval, choose this post. and I'll tap on request approval. So what that means, it sends a request approval link that I would be able to approve this post to be used. Now, since I have done this, all I need to do is tap on view request. Now, this is what you have to do here. You have to copy link request, go to your personal profile, and so probably you can be sent as an email, but you can go through here and you see 22 seconds ago, I have to approve. And there is something you can do here to tap on turn on auto approve. Turn on auto approve. So what that means, which is called auto approval, is you don't need to always request approval all the time. Anytime you are going to publish on a particular employee, you can just simply promote any of their posts without always sending request. So I have done this, and so I have to go back. Now I got it. Then go through again, and I'll search for Great Opomu, and so this post is approved. Now you can now see auto approved, auto approved. Now I have added this. So what is next? Trying to figure out what is next. So you see, you have to tap this checkbox. So that means once you tap on it, you're able to see what add campaign, because if you just select, you haven't at all. So we have to now check this. We now to have check this. Checking it means I can now add to campaign. So you see sponsoring. Now I have added to campaign. I got it. Now after adding to campaign, you see this is the ad. Now it says create 5 ads to improve performance. So it's LinkedIn suggesting to you that you mustn't rely on one ad. That's what it is. So even I myself, I could browse existing, search for myself again. So I can search for myself, LinkedIn member. Then I could probably look for content that fits into similar campaign. So I can't just advertise every other thing. No, I have to advertise something similar. So let's say I want to add this, which is having to also do with website, and I can keep searching through to select. That's what it is. But I can just decide to stick with the two which I have selected, or I can make it three. You see what I'm doing? Just select and add to campaign sponsoring. So I have done this. We have three. So all I need to do is tap on next. So ads is all about testing and checking what works. Now I'm going to run an ad between 10 to 16, 15 to 16. Now the next thing to do is to launch campaign. That's what you have to do. So it's good to always pray before you do such kind of things, because success doesn't really lie in our hands. We do the best, but we have to also rely on the power beyond, which is, but we also have to rely on the power beyond. Okay, so the next now is to launch the campaign. So before you launch, just properly check if everything is what you want, and even as you have done your best, also remember to pray, because I believe that we can always do our best. And okay, so this is what it is. We have these three campaigns here. All I need to do is tap on launch campaign. Now, launch campaign, this is the date. Remember, I've set the budget. I just have to tap on launch. Now, ads, your ads are being reviewed. So, new ads are under review and will launch approval. You will receive an email within 24 to 48 hours if there is a problem. So, if I have to close, this is what it is. And so you see, currently it's in review. By the time it's approved, you shall know. You shall get an email. So that's it. I hope this helps. This is just a scrapping one, but I hope it actually helps to show you how you can actually run LinkedIn Thought Leader ads. Yeah, thanks for staying to this point.